Hello everyone, and welcome to your second raw reading of today, a Monday, here at MadWorldTarot. And today we're going back in the mists of time in our time machine, and we're going back to the day of Harry and Meghan's wedding, or perhaps the night before that wedding. And we're going to look at possible reasons why Harry was in such a foul mood on the day. And I'm referencing in this reading a YouTube video by Celt Views. Celt has been around forever, right from the beginning of the Harry and Meghan saga. She seemed to have some very interesting inside info way back when they were working royals. I use that term loosely. And Celt watched the Arthur Edwards video, the photographer's video, which I've just read on in the previous reading, being interviewed by Matt Wilkinson of The Sun, saying what a miserable wedding it was, worst wedding ever, and how angry Harry was on the day. And he certainly was angry at the British press, wound up by Meghan, no doubt, but also he seemed to be in a filthy mood for other reasons. And she, in her video, worth a watch, she goes back and she lists all of the possible reasons why Harry might have been in a very bad mood, in a very bad state. To me, who did not watch the wedding but have seen little bits of it, it looks like he's sometimes really struggling, very tearful, confused, woozy, medicated. A lot of people speculate he was on anxiety medication on the day. Did not look necessarily like someone going through the most joyful moment of his life. So I've got the after tarot on the tarot table. I've drawn up quite a complicated list of things, and I'm going to talk you through the complicated list of things that Celt raises in her video. And of course we have to say that this is all allegedly. This is tarot for fun and entertainment, because some of them are quite serious rumors, and they are just rumors and speculation, and it is all just my opinion and just reading energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. You know the drill. So the things we're going to look at is family criticism of Meghan, friend criticism of Meghan, friend revelations that might have been really shocking, to do with how many husbands Meghan already had, previous children she might have had, relationship with Prince Andrew she might have had. We're going to look at whether this was a shotgun wedding and whether Meghan announced the night before or the day of that she'd suffered a miscarriage. We're going to look at the alleged phone call to Chelsea, very emotional, and whether Harry said he wanted to back out of the wedding at that point, the night before the wedding. And we're going to look at his mood at the wedding, and looking back at it now, does he feel that it was the best moment of his life, the happiest day of his life, or a day that he wished had gone differently, that he wished he had backed out of and said, no, I'm not going through with this. Too late to back out of it, basically. There's the wedding card, the Four of Wands. We'll shuffle it back in properly, and then we're done. And I will talk you through, because as I say, it's going to be a bizarre looking spread, more bizarre than usual. And I have my notes, my cheat sheet next to me. Cut the cards. I always cut the cards strangely, for those of you wondering. It's just the way it rolls here on this channel. I nearly had to stop and cough. And let's see, my cheat sheet. I need to know, I've written out the questions, always do this, so that it's always very clear up there what I'm asking. Even if I forget down here what I'm asking, up there knows, or around us, or inside us, or wherever these answers come from. As I say, a strange spread. We have the moon. The underlying energy, oh dear. It's a sad energy, the moon. It's not a happy, jolly card. That would be the sun. The moon is your secrets, your hidden things, your fears and your doubts and your confusion. That's what the moon is about. And I think that pretty much sums up the energy that I certainly got off Harry. Angry at the press. I don't think necessarily angry there in the church and with the chapel so much as fear, afraid, confused, doubtful, It's a mental health card. The moon, of course, lunacy. So there's mental health issues in there. There's stuff that's hidden in your subconscious that you're trying to suppress in the moon card. Things, those doubts, those worries, those fears. The night before, I can imagine, was very emotional. Wished Mummy Diana was around. She's in the card. Someone to guide him, someone to help him. That would be the phone call to poor Chelsea, who looked so miserable sitting there at the wedding. It's pregnancy, the moon as well. It's the body, things that go on in the body, mysterious things that go on in the body. It's so much, and it's all very, very difficult. So I think Kelt was pretty much spot on with some of the things, at least in the list, but we're going to check them. So that's the underlying energy, sits under everything. Terrible card. The actual situation we're dealing with is, the death card, and it's in reverse. Death is endings. Should have ended it. And there were moments, apparently, allegedly, in the run-up to the wedding, from when they first met. He dumped her at least once, that we know of. Friends apparently staged some kind of intervention. The family tried, lots of people tried to extract him from the situation, but the claw reached out. There's the claw. The claw reached out every time and grabbed him and reeled him back in. Death is about endings, should have ended. The card is in reverse. It didn't end. He got himself into a quagmire, a mess. And we're all still dealing with it today. So let's see. First card is criticism of Meghan. First row. Royal family criticism. Apparently the Queen had words to say about Harry and Meghan's behaviour, rudeness to staff and things like that. And of course there was the dress and who made who cry and all of that stuff. So criticism of Meghan that was coming from the family that might have upset him. Tell us about that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Couldn't be clearer. 10 of Cups in reverse. He thought he was getting his happy ever after. Finally, like William had Catherine, but only a better happy ever after, because not Wasey Katie. This is successful Hollywood actress, famous, and so wealthy and so accomplished, and everybody wanted her. Not really. 10 of Cups in reverse. Disaster. Nobody else saw it like that, and they were all quite vocal about it. They weren't sugarcoating the situation at all. They were telling him, you're making a terrible mistake with this woman. We don't like her. We don't like her behavior. We don't like what she's doing to you. We don't like the person that you've become as a result of her effect on you. And there it is, 10 of Cups. He felt like he was losing his family, and the dream, the illusion of happy ever after that he clutched onto so desperately was just disintegrating. And this is before the actual wedding. This is horrendous energy in this reading. I'm going to have a lie down afterwards. How about friends' criticism? Apparently the friends came with a shopping list of things that they didn't like about her, or that they felt he needed to know about her. How did he feel when he was presented with this list? King of Pentacles, I am the boss of this situation. Don't you question me. Huge ego. Huge power play, pulling rank. I'm a prince. If you think you know more about her than I do, well then. Some of them apparently knew a lot more, quite intimately about her than they really should have, but that's just rumor, of course. But yeah, he pulled rank there. I'm Mr. Important. I know everything. I'm the boss. The King of Pentacles is the boss. I'm the one that's going to be the husband. The King of Pentacles, very much husband energy. I'm the one that is solid and stable and is marrying this woman, and know my place and know her, and don't you come and tell me the stuff. So we're going to look at the stuff that they allegedly might have told him, and just the energy around it. The first one is the one that's always rumored, that there was a first husband, a very first husband, a long, long time ago, and a marriage that was annulled. So Harry was in fact his third husband, not a second. What did he think about that? Ooh. Ace of Pentacles. That is a huge money card, first of all. So it almost tells me that there was some money that was required to stop the story from getting out there. That's just wild speculation on my part. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, I do think that. Maybe more to the point, maybe she was bought off. There is that rumor. And I think the card is really indicating to me that the family of the fellow in question, I won't mention who he is now, but the family of the fellow in question basically paid her to go away. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And there's always been rumors. We're in the realm of absolute rumor and gossip today. Pure gossip and speculation. There's always been the story that swirled around that she had a price, and she named the price to the royal family, and the royal family said, we are not going to pay that much money for you to go away. We will take our chances with you. Thank you very much, and watch you self-destruct. It's all sitting in that Ace of Pentacles. It's a chilling card. I can't describe to you the horror of the energy that's coming off that card. For me, as I say, a lie down required. How about the next rumor? That would be that Meghan allegedly, according to the rumor, had a daughter when she was very young, and the daughter was raised by other family members as their own daughter. Was this told? How did this come across? Did it come across? We get the charity card, the kindness and generosity card, the giving and taking equally kind of an energy, being kind, being charitable, being helpful, helping someone out in a pickle. The Six of Pentacles can often be you're down and out, or down on your luck. Here, I'll give you a helping hand, I'll lend you some money, kind of a thing. It has a bit of a rescue energy in it, that Six of Pentacles. But I don't think it was believed. I don't think any of this is believed. I'm not saying that it was believed. I'm saying that this is what the universe is telling me about these rumors. So I think that somewhere in there, somebody did a lot more taking than they did giving. Because, of course, ultimately what has happened with that family that might have helped out a young working actress struggling to make ends meet, who had dreams of stardom, and they said, don't worry, we'll sort this out, we'll take care of it. If this is even remotely true, it turned out that they were the ones that did all the giving, and she was the one that did all the taking, because the card is in reverse. It's not equality, it's not reciprocity, it's somebody who's done very well at the expense of other people. And we know the situation with her family. I don't need to bleat on about it. I think hopefully you get the message. So how about the alleged connection, shall we just say, with Prince Andrew? She of course told Harry when they were at Royal Lodge, who's that man? Or asked Harry, who's that man carrying the Queen's handbag? Who's that helper sort of person? Pretending not to recognize Andrew. Tell us about that. That Harry might have been told. King of Swords. I know who that King of Swords is. I don't want to say his proper name here, but the King of Swords, air sign man, our old friend Jeffrey. And so universe has pointed us to money over here that might have changed hands to make her go away from a husband. Rumors, speculating. A family that did the dirty or did the hard yards for her, and she sailed off. And an air sign man, a very powerful air sign man at that time. And I think we don't need to say any more about that. It has shown up unasked and uninvited into the tarot reading. This is just the energy that universe is giving us for our entertainment. So let's move on to the myth carriage next. Was this a shotgun wedding? Rumors abound about this, the ill-fitting dress. I've got the 8. Oh, wow. Okay. Good Lord. You couldn't make this up. You have a spilled cup, an 8 months. 8 of Cups is 8 months. A spilled cup. I doubt that she claimed she was that far along. But there is that old moon. We've seen the moon. What did I say about the moon? And there we have a woeful situation, a spilled cup, a red liquid coming out. Sorry to be so graphic. It's in reverse. A sad situation you can't walk away from. This fellow in this situation wants to walk away from this woman here clutching this cup, which is very much a pregnancy card. But the card is in reverse. He can't walk away from that woman holding that cup. So literal. So literal. How did he feel when he was allegedly, according to these rumors, told about the miscarriage? Apparently believed at that point. Wretched, absolutely wretched 4 of Swords, but in reverse. Death and ending, and at least when it's upright, the card, the 4 of Swords, is now I can rest, I can retire from the public gaze, I can heal from this relationship that has driven me almost mad. And that was on the, was it the 19th of May? I can't remember, 2018, all of 6 years ago. But the card's in the reverse. I can't rest. I can't disappear. I can't call off the wedding because George Clooney's here and Oprah and whoever else has arrived. And I would just look like a big idiot if I call off the wedding now. So I can't do it. I want to. I want to just disappear and lick my wounds, but I can't. 4 of Swords in reverse. Oh my, you could almost feel sorry for him with a reading like this. You almost could. And if I'd done this reading in 2018, I would have, and I know that I did for a long time, feel sorry for him and think that if only she would go away, it would be fine and lovely. Happy Harry would be back. So, Chelsea, phone call to Chelsea, alleged phone call to Chelsea the night before. Tone of that phone call. I think we've already seen it in the moon. What do you, oh my... Okay, it's not going to be a lie down. It might be anxiety medication. No, I don't take anxiety medication, but I'm kind of feeling the need for it. 10 of Swords, the end. I'm about to be chucked into a grave, sacrificed, ruined, finished. It's horror that this is now happening. This is not a man who went into the wedding all gullible and naive and joyful and whatever. He went into this ceremony, this spectacle, feeling that he was lamb to the slaughter. He might as well have been in a tumbrel, going to the guillotine. 10 of Swords. Did he say, I want out, help, how can I not go through with this? Judgment card is the awakening card, the revelation card, the moment of truth, really, when you are judged. But of course, the judgment card is he wants a second chance. And I think he was saying, Chelsea, please, can I have a second chance with you? And she was saying, hell no, because it's the second coming. Please, can we make this right? And we all know that wasn't going to happen. Not by then. So a real mess. Being judged, feeling that he was facing reality. His eyes were open to the reality of the situation. It's amazing to read this energy, to go back 6 years and look at this energy and see how clear it was to him, and then see how he has behaved since. That has really turned everyone off him, even Arthur Edwards' previous reading. This was help, get me out of here, save me, let me have a second chance, rescue me. It's very much rescue energy, bizarrely in there. Save me from my grave. Here he is being buried. Help me get out of this grave. It's literal. This is uncanny and spooky. quite honestly. As a tarot reader, I'm feeling that this is one of those spooky readings that sometimes happen. So let's just ask universe overall how it was on the day for him, given all of this. Did he put a brave face on it? What was it like then for him? Queen of Swords in reverse. The worst thing for him about the day, which was a terrible day, was how badly the Queen felt about it. How disappointed she was in him and in his choice of bride. Because that is the Queen, the late Queen, Queen of Swords, and she's in reverse. She didn't want to talk to him. She didn't want to have anything to do with him. There's rumours that Meghan kind of sold the wedding to celebrities as come and you can get a selfie with the Queen and Prince Philip and whoever else. And so they had to up their security so that random celebrities couldn't slide over and say, smile, you know, click. She didn't want to know him. She didn't want to speak to him. Or she was angry. So angry. We saw that face. How does he feel now? Looking back, and so altered in his own personality and in his feelings towards his family. He seems to be so twisted and so warped now. How does he feel looking back now? That's of course just my opinion. How does he feel? Oh yeah, it was the end for him. The World. Same energy as Death in reverse, because the World upright is an ending, but a happy ending. That's a terrible ending, the Death card upright. This is a happy ending, successful celebration. I've achieved my goals. I'm happily married. Now I'm off in a new chapter in my life. It's in reverse. He did not get the success, the accomplishment, the sense of accomplishment that he thought he would get. And his life ever since has been a disaster. It's a spiral that goes round and round, disaster after disaster, because the World card in reverse is something that hasn't completed, an incomplete story. So the never-ending journey basically just doesn't end. It goes round and round and round and round because you haven't learned your lessons, you haven't mastered the things you need to master, and so you can't graduate to the next level. And everybody, the whole world, sees, watches, knows. There's no hiding from this. Everybody knows by now how bad the situation was then and how much worse the situation has gotten 6 years later. That is my reading, a harrowing reading. I hope you survived it, and thank you if you did survive it to the bitter end. Thank you for sticking with me through it. Perhaps you have a lie down too, or a stiff drink, or whatever it is, and I will see you again tomorrow.